Facebook is the largest social media platform in the world, but how do you gather the people that are relevant to you, to your business, via your page? Facebook Promote Page. That's your answer. We go through it in this video.
Today I want to talk about Facebook, and in particular how to do a Facebook promote page. The idea here is to gather lots of people, thousands of people who are fans of your business and interested in the products and services that you sell. It's sort of about gathering your friends, gathering your tribe, gathering your clients. So how do you do this inexpensively? You do something called Facebook promote page. But it's not necessarily immediately obvious. Here we are at my page, and you can see I've got about 10,800 people here. But until recently, I only had about 6,500, and that changed in the course of around about 2 weeks. So specifically, how did I do that? Well, let's go here into Insights and see what's happening behind the scenes. And I'm going to click this button here that says Likes that really shows you this story. What you can see here is the number of new clients, I should say new likes that I was gathering over the course of time. We'll scroll down and see some more detail. So you can see here from June until July, which is where we are now, I was gathering this huge mountain of people, over 200 people a day, for around about a 2-week period. And during that time, you can see here, I went from 6,500 to about 10,800, which is where I'm at right about now. So what exactly did I do? Well, I ran something called a Facebook promote page. So to do that, we go back to the page and we look for this button here that says promote your page. Now, when I click on that, it brings up this advertising options box. And you can see that it's split into desktop newsfeed, mobile, and right column. Basically, what that means is it'll show the ad this way on a desktop, and you can see it makes use of my big header. You can see it'll show it this way on a cell phone, and it'll show it this way as a teensy-weensy little one on the right-hand side column. So I left it as doing all of those three things, no problem. Over here, I start to set the features. What location? Well, I left this worldwide. And the reason is that as soon as you change that, it becomes a way smaller number of people. And since I have a worldwide audience, that's fine. So for example, you can see here that it wants to start off at $20 per day. And that'll get me between 133 and 533 likes on that day. But if we put in here, for example, the United States, and it's auto-completing for me, bam! That goes down to 17 to 66. Wow, that's lots less. So I left that as a worldwide audience. In fact, I wonder if I can write worldwide. No, it doesn't let me do that. So it's I'll leave it there. The next thing is interests. And it asks me to put in 4 or 10 interests of the sorts of clients that I'm looking for. So, for example, I would naturally type in CEO. I like CEO founder. CEO presidents, because I work a lot with CEOs. How about entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurship is good. Social entrepreneurship is good. I work a lot with authors. I work a lot with writers. I work a lot with creatives and artists. And you could see, you could sort of keep adding. And what's happened down here now is this has responded by telling me that it's down to 120 to 480 likes per day. And so it's going to go and find specific people who have an interest in those particular topics. And those are the sort of people who should be involved in my business. Down here you can see, do I run this continuously? Do I run it for 7 days? So I'm pretty much setting my budget there as I do this. I'd hit promote page and bam, this ad would be live. And all I can say is that the results really speak for themselves. As you see, I went from 6,500 to over 10,000 in the course of 2 weeks. Now, there is another website that I just want to mention that does this kind of work, and that website is Fiverr.com. You can see I've got a lot of videos on this particular one. And if you type in here, for example, Facebook likes or even Facebook fans, it'll come up with a lot of gigs that show you how to get fans. You can see here quite a lot of fans for only $5. You can see here I will deliver 2,000 plus Facebook page likes. But I just want to caution you here, because if something looks a little bit too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. And while I've experimented with this years ago, I've found that those fans don't appear to be very engaging. They appear to be just sort of random humans. Whereas when I work within the Facebook system, Facebook's algorithm is finding people who are matched to the particular interest. So that's really the way I highly recommend. And that is what you need to do a Facebook promote page. I highly recommend it. Get stuck in. And as always, let me know how it goes.